Hello students, I hope all are fine and are doing your studyings properly. Do your homeworks on time and submit it on the day itself. I hope you were clear with the previous topic. So let's start today with a new topic, free fertilization, structure and events. Next one. So structure of anther. So your book page number 6, take your books. So structure of anther, a microsporangium is circular and surrounded by 4 layers. There are 4 layers. How many layers? 4 layers. Okay. These layers are epidermis, endothecium, middle layers, tapetum. So epidermis, it is outer layer, and endothecium and middle layers, tapetum. The outermost layers protect the pollen and help in the anther to release the pollen. Next one. So anther wall development. So this picture you look at. So the archiporial cells divided into periclinial division. The primary cells are towards the epidermis. The primary sporogenesis cells toward the interior of the anther. The cells of the parental layers undergo series of and divisions of 2 to 5 concentric layers in the anther wall. The primary sporogenous cells either directly or a few mitosis. Mitosis means indirect divisions, and functions as microspore mother cells. So your book page number 7. So different type of stages in the development of anther. Next one. So anther wall, this is 4 layers, I will already tell you. So epidermis, the outer layers, and endothecium, inner layers, and middle layers is look at. So microspores of mother cells here, tapetum. So first picture you see connective, and second epidermis and endothecium, sporogenous tissue, and middle layers, finally the tapetum. Next one. What is epidermis? Yes, epidermis is the outermost single layer. It is compactly arranged and usually the product in function. So which function? Productive. Then epidermal stomata was reported in Alangium. Next one. Functions of tapetum. The nutrient are transported through the tapetum to the sporogenous tissue, the synthesis of cellulose, and releases microspores in the tetrad by degrading cellulose wall. What is tetrad? That is 4 cell. Tapetum plays an important role in the formation of exine. The importance of exine. And pollen kit, lipids and carotenoids is formed by tapetal layer. It is an insect attractant, then protect pollen from ultraviolet. So protect pollen from ultraviolet. Next one. This picture is tapetum. So look at the picture A. Tapetum is still intact and microspores embedded in cellulose. Look at the picture B. The tapetum introduced into the sac. And continue the C. Microspores surrounded by invasive tapetum. Then D. The microspores engulfed by tapetum. Finally, the E. Invasive tapetum disappears. So, disappear ஆயிருது. Next one. So, ovary and ovule difference. What is called ovary? Ovary is a part of female reproductive structure of plants. So, what is called ovule? Ovule is the structure that contains female gamete. So, gamete is present in the ovule. Then structure of ovary. An ovary may contain one ovule or many ovules. So, one or many. Then structure of ovule. An ovule contain one egg cell, only one egg cell present. Then ovary function. Ovule and facilitate the growth of pollen tube toward the ovule. And ovule function, the female reproductive cell. So, after fertilization, the ovary develops into the fruit. So, ovule develop into a seed. Seed means vidai. Next one. So, types of ovule, different shape and size. So, what are the types? Orthotropous, anatropous, hemitropous, campylotropous and amphiotropous and succinotropous. These are all in ovule types. How many types? 6 types. Okay, next one. The megasporangium, ovule. This is female characters. So, look at the picture. So, ovule attached to placenta by stalk funicle. So, which place? The funicle is upper side. The hilum, place where the body of ovule fuses with the funicle. So, small opening called micropyle. Look at the picture. So, opposite says for Chalasa fold. So, micropyle opposite side for Chalasa fold. So, nucellus inside and nucellus inside embryo sac or female gametophyte. So, nucellus inside embryo sac or female gametophyte. So, 2 type of layers, outer layer and inner layer. So, that is inducement. Next one. So, structure of ovule. This picture is available in your book page. Page number 10. Structure of ovule. So, first of all, the chalaza end and inducement. This is inner and outer layers. The nucellus, embryo sac and hilum. This is micropyle and funicle. So, okay, next one. Hemitropous. In this type of, the body of the ovule is straight but twisted in such way that is placed transversely at the right angle. So the salazar microphyll line at the right angle to the funicles. So it is found in ranicules. So this picture is also available in your book. So your book page number 11. This is types of ovule. Next one. So another type of anatropous or inverted. So in this type ovule bends along the funicle so that the microphyll lies close to the hilum. The chalicer lies at the other end. This is the commonest type. This ovule found in both monocot and dicot. What is monocot dicot plants? Monocots ஒரு வித்திலை தாவரங்கள், dicot இருவித்திலை தாவரங்கள். Next one. This is another type, hemitropous. In this type, the body of the ovule is straight but twisted in such way that placed transversely at the right angle. So the salazar microphyll at the right angle to the funicles. So it is found in ranicules. So look at the picture. So first indictments, this is inner outer layers or presence, then microphyll, then nucellus, chalicer, embryosacs and funicle. Next one. The sursinotrophous type. Initially the ovule is orthotropous type but is continuous unilateral growth. Uni means unilateral. This is uni means single. Anatropous and subsequently the microphyll again points upward in fully mature ovule. So fully mature. Mature means முதிர்ந்த, சரியான பதம். ஸோ நல்ல வளமான ஸ்டேஜில் மெச்சூர் ஆகிருக்கு. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். ஸோ த ஃபீமேல் reproductive part of gynosium. Look at the picture. So which place is present in the gynosium? Yes. Next one. So pollination. So your book page number 12, take your book. So what is called pollination? Transfer of pollen grain from the anther to stigma of a flower is called pollination. Transfer of pollen grains from the anther to a stigma of a flower is called pollination. So what are the character of pollination? Spermatophyte, some gymnosperm and angiosperm plants example for the pollinations of gymnosperm. So different types. So first of all, dichotomy. Anthers and stigmas are mature at different times in a bisexual flower, so that prevents self-pollination. So bisexual flower. Bisexual means, so both characters are present in at a one flower. So protantry. Anthers mature earlier than stigma of the same flower. So their pollen grains become available to stigmas of the older flowers. Example, sunflower. So look at the picture, protantry. So the anthers, then stigma not receptive. Then second picture is protogyny. So stigmas receptive. Then anther, not shedding the pollen. So this pictures is example for protandry and protogyny. So protogyny example of 4 o'clock plant. ஸோ இப்போது நம்ம சம் ஃப்ளவர்ஸ்க்கு வந்து இந்த டைமில் வந்து அந்த மலர்கள் வந்து விரியுன்னு இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த மலர் அள்ளி இதழ்கள் வந்து விரிகிற டைம். ஸோ சம் ஃப்ளவர்ஸ் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ நம்ம வில்லேஜ்லலாம் என்ன சொல்லுவோம், 5 மணி பூன்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ அது மாதிரி இது 4 o'clock plant, which example for protogyny. Next one. So genogamy, cross pollination. So cross pollination is the transfer of the pollen grains from the anther of the one flower to the stigma of the genetically different flower. So genetical மரபியல் மாற்றம் செய்யப்பட்டது. ஸோ ஒவ்வொரு ஃப்ளவருக்கும் ஒரு ஜெனட்டிக்கல் நேச்சர் இருக்கும். ஸோ திஸ் நேச்சர் இஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட். ஸோ கிராஸ் பாலினேஷன் இஸ் பெர்ஃபார்ம்டு with a help on external agency. So with the help of external agency. So outside la irukkudiya characters. So next one. So what is called self pollination? The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma, the same flower or another flower of the same plant. So self pollination, what is the meaning of self? ஸோ ஒரே பிளான்ட்டில் நடக்கக்கூடியது, தன்னிச்சையாக ஒரே பிளான்ட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடியது தான் செல்ஃப். செல்ஃப் ஆர் ஆட்டோ சேம் மெத்தட். ஸோ செல்ஃப் பாலினேஷன் தன்னோட இதிலே நடக்கக்கூடியது, தன்னோட ஃப்ளவர்ஸில் மட்டும், அதாவது செல்ஃபாக தன்னோட ஃப்ளவர்ஸ்லே அந்த செல்ஃப் பாலினேஷன் நடக்குது. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். ஸோ டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் the protandry and protogyny. So already you see the pictures. Now the definition. So protandry and protogyny. So protandry is the changing of the sex of the organism from male to a female. So protandry in the changing of the sex of the organism, so male or female. Then protogyny, the changing of the sex of the organism from female to a male. So underline the word, the female to the male. Then hermaphrodites, production of mature sperm and production of mature egg and sperm. So botany, the male flowers mature prior in female flowers and the female flowers mature where the male flowers. So occurrence, the rare when composed to protogyny, the very common type of hermaphroditism. So the examples of animals, பார்த்தோன்னா clownfish, and plants, salvia, and animals, labrid, and plants. The protogyny example of plants, apples. Okay, next one. So hergomy. In some bisexual flowers in the structure of male female sex organs. So look at the picture. A and B, and hergogamy in some bisexual flowers, bisexual, the structure of male and female sex organ itself. So the true barrier of self pollination. So the second pictures, S1, S2. This is the pollen grain of flower do not germinate of the stigma. The same flower due to presence of similar self sterile gene. So S and S3 in pistil and S1 and S3 are pollen grain. An example for tobacco potato. Next one. So facts about meiosis. So basic informations. So produces gametes, eggs and sperm. So already I told the message. So occur in the testes in males starting at puberty and spermatogenesis, and occurs in the ovaries in the female oogenesis. So next one. So I'm already told the picture and explained. So now recollect the picture. Next one. So methods of the cross pollinations, the dichogamy. So this is also already explained. So the protandry and protogamy. Next one. So several mechanisms. Bisexuality, male and female organs in same flower, presence of bisexuality flower in master. So bisexual means different characters are present in a one same flower. So ஒரே ஒரு பிளான்ட்லேயே ரெண்டு கேரக்டர் இருக்கும், மேல் அண்ட் ஃபீமேல். The homogamy, the maturation of anther and stigma of the flower in same time. Homo means same. And cleistogamy, when pollinations and fertilization occur in unopened flower. So underline the word unopened flower. So இங்கே என்ன இருக்காது, இந்த flowers வந்து ஓப்பனாக இருக்காது. So examples for wheat and oat. Next one. So mode of pollinations. So this picture you see. So first picture A, the stigma. So the B, so the anthers and stigma, this is flower. So self pollinations for autogamy. So self pollinations and cross pollination genogamy. So cross pollination, so insect. So basic knowledge is a insect is a very useful for this flowers pollinations. ஸோ இப்போ நம்ம எக்ஸாம்பிள் பார்த்துட்டோன்னா, நம்ம ஏதாவது ஒரு பழங்களோ ஏதோ ஒரு பழம் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு அதோட சீட்ஸை நம்ம கீழே போடுறோம். சம் இன்செக்ட் கலெக்ட். ஸோ அப்போ அந்த சீட்ஸை இன்செக்ட் வந்து எடுத்துக்குது. ஸோ அதை வந்து என்ன பண்ணுது, சம் பிளான்ஸில் ஏதாவது ஒரு லேண்டில் போய் டெபாசிட் பண்ணுது. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி நிறைய அனிமல்ஸும் இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய கேரக்டர்ஸ் வச்சுருக்கு. அதாவது பிளான்ஸை வந்து நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா, அதோட சீட்ஸை நம்ம எங்கேனாலும் போடலாம், எங்கேனாலும் வைக்கிறோம். ஸோ அதை வந்து டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு சம் அனிமல்ஸ், இன்செக்ட், ஸோ ஏர், இந்த மாதிரி காற்று எல்லாமே வந்து ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுது. ஸோ நவ் த ப்ராசஸ் ஆஃப் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் ஆஃப் pollen grain from anther to stigma is process is pollination. Next one. So I am already told. So features of wind and insect pollinator flowers. So some characters. What is called insect? So insect வந்து எதுக்கெல்லாம் நமக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுது? What is called insect usage? ஸோ நமக்கு வந்து நிறைய வழிகள் வந்து இன்செக்ட் அந்த பூச்சிகள் வந்து ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுது. ஸோ பிளான்ஸ்க்கு ரொம்பவே அதிகமாக. ஸோ ஃபீச்சர்ஸ் ஆஃப் பெட்டல்ஸ். ஸோ லார்ஜ் கலர்டு அண்ட் சீட்டட் guidelines for insect into a flower and wind pollinator absence in small. So nectar produces by the attractive insect. ஸோ நம்ம இன்செக்ட் இந்த ஃப்ளவர்ஸ் வந்து எப்படி அட்ராக்ட் பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா, அந்த ஃப்ளவர்ஸ் வந்து மல்டி கலர்ஸ். ஸோ நல்லா லுக் கலர் வந்து அதிகமாக நல்லா பிக்கு நல்லா டார்க்காக இருக்கும்போது ஸோ அது வந்து என்ன ஆகுது அப்படின்னா ஈஸியாக அட்ராக்ட் ஆகுது. இன்செக்ட்லாம் அந்த ஃப்ளவர்ஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப அழகாக இருக்குது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அதில் போயிடுது. இப்போ ஹனிபி என்ன பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா, இந்த திஸ் இஸ் அட்ராக்டிவ். ஸோ அட்ராக்டிவாக கலர் இருக்குது. ஸோ அதில் போய் என்ன பண்ணுது, அந்த நெக்டார்ஸ்லாம் கலெக்ட் பண்ணுது. ஸோ wind pollinated absent small and green. and stamen inside flower, and long filamentous anthers long freely outside flower, fallen exposed to the wind. So stigma, the small sticky inside the flower, insect rub against. So sticky means ottum tanmai. Then pollen, a smaller amount of grain round and sticky are covered in spike and attract to the insect. Then fract, modified leaves. So some plants are modified in leaves, different parts, and absent. Then sometime presence. So these are all different characters are present in the flowers, and insect is very important for this role. Next one, megasporogenesis. So megasporogenesis, your book page number 11. So in gymnosperm and flowering plants, the megaspores is produced inside the nucellus of the ovule. So angiosperm exhibit the three patterns of megasporogenesis. So what are the types? Monosporic, bisporic, and tetrasporic. So look at the pictures. So monosporic means it is single. Bisporic means double, and tetra means 4. This picture is gymnosperm, another one is angiosperm. Next one. So development of male gametophyte. This picture is available in your book page number 9. This is development of male gametophyte. So pictures A, exin and intine, the nucellus or germ spore. These are all in development of male gametophyte. Okay, so D, the vegetative cell and generative cell, and F, the dividing generative nucleus and tube nucleus. So okay, finally the male gametophyte and tube nucleus. Okay, next one. Structure of ovule, megasporangium. So what is called megasporangium? So the megasporangium is having two ovules, having the ovules together with the productive codes. Productive indictments. It is attached to the placenta on the inner wall of the ovary by stalk called funicles. What is funicles? The stalk. Next, the ovule ready for fertilization consists of nucellar tissue enveloped almost completely by one or two indictments. That is leaving a small opening at the apical end, and the opening is known as micropyle. So which locates the micropyle? So look at the pictures, the gymnosperm and angiosperm. So gymnosperm pictures, so micropyle, the small opening. Then the basal region of the ovule where funicles is attached to is called chalosa. Next one. So growth of microspore. These are the first picture you see, the generative cell, then the vegetative cell of cytoplasm, the vegetative nucellus, the sperm cells, sperm cell nuclei. This is bicellular pollen and tricellular pollen. Yes, bicellular pollen and tricellular pollen. Next, the The nucleus of each microspore undergo mitosis. So mitosis means indirect division, and a generative cell without cell wall, it is formed within the vegetative cell. Then the generative cell will mitosis into 2n sperm cells. The vegetative cells provide us nutrients and will form the tube cell. So you clearly observe the picture. So first the bicellular pollen and tricellular pollen. So first one, the generative cells are present. So the first, the bicellular pollen. Then tricellular pollen, the vegetative cell in cytoplasm, the sperm cells. Next one, the megasporogenesis and development of female gametophyte. This picture, the first, the antipodal nuclei and ovum, polar nucleus. So the process, what is called ovule? Already I told you. Yes, the megasporogenesis occurs inside the nucellus of developing ovule. Then a single-celled archisporium differentiate into nucellus near micropylar end. So cell divided into outer parental cell and inner sporogenesis cell. Sporogenesis cell behave as megaspore mother cell. Next one, the Succinotropous type. This is types of ovule. So initially the ovule is orthotropous type, but with continuous unilateral growth. Ovule become the anatropous and subsequently the microphyte. Again the points upward the fully mature ovule. So this example already your book page. So the ovule orthotropous type, it is continuous unilateral. Uni means single. So single layer oda unilateral irukum adoda growth. Next, megasporangium. So different type of the seeds pictures or gymnosperm and angiosperm. The megasporangium having ovules together with its productive coats and instruments for attachment of placenta and wall of ovary. It is called funicles. And ovules ready for fertilization consist of nucellar tissue and leaving a small opening in the is known as micropyle. So I am already told the pictures. You clearly observe. It is important. Next one. So what is difference? The pollen grain and ovule. So what is the difference main? So pollen grain in the male reproductive structure and ovule is the female reproductive structures. This is plants. The produces sperm cells and produces egg cells. These are all in basic nature of habitat. They identify the micro gametophyte of the plant. This is micro gametophyte is small structures, and mega means big size of gametophyte and found in the anther of stamens and found inside the ovary of the pistil of a flower. So destroyed after fertilization and develops into the seed after fertilization. So pollen grain, the external pollination agents in order to be deposited on the stigma of another flower. Then ovule not dispersed during the pollination. Next one. So short answers. So, once again I repeat, recall all the points. So, free fertilization structures and events. So, development of anther and microsporogenesis. What is called microsporogenesis? The stages involved in the formation of haploid microspores from diploid microspore mother cell through meiosis is called microsporogenesis. So, this is your book, page number 6. Then, the TS of mature anther and anther wall. What are the types anther wall? Four type of layers. In epidermis, endothelium, middle layer and tapetum. Yes, and epidermis is a single layer and productive in function. Yes, next one. The middle layer and tapetum. The tapetum functions of tapetum and microspores and pollen grains. So, intine and development of male gametophyte. Then two types of the vegetative and generative nucleus. And vegetative characters and development of male gametophyte. And structure of ovule, megasporangium, different type of ovules. What are the types? In 6 types. How many types? 6 types. What are they? Orthotropous, anotropous, hemitropous, campylotropous and amphitropous, succinotropous. These are all in types of ovule. Then development of ovule and embryo sac. So, your book, page number 12. The development of ovule and embryo sac. This is first one, nucellus, an orchosporial cell, megaspora mother cell and functional megaspore, and 2 nucleate stage and 4 nucleate stage, then 8 nucleate stage. Then pollination. What is called pollination? The process of transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. And different types of pollinations: self-pollination, cross-pollinations. Some examples: and hercogamy and bisexual flowers, and protogyny, protodendry, dichogamy. These are all in different type of pollinations. Now, short answers. What is endothelium? List out the functions of tapetum. Discuss the steps involved in microsporogenesis. And what is a suitable diagram? Explain the structure of an ovule. What is a succinotropous ovule? What is anatropous ovule? What is hemitropous ovule?